What's up guys, Tony here with Geek Legion Games, and today we're back at the lab here to talk about and showcase our final build on the Ophanimon fall down loop deck that everyone's been raving about on the internet. We're going to break this deck down step by step. Also at the end of the video we have some honorable mentions of some cards you can use in here if this deck isn't to your liking. And on top of that, we are also online for TCG Pro. So you want to hit up the website www.geeklegiongames.com. It's going to bring you right to the Pro website. We're going to be online mornings to the evening time, around like 5 p.m. or so. So if you don't see us online at those hours, we have it currently off, or we're restocking. So without further ado, let's just jump right on in. Alright, the start of the deck profile. We are just running 4 eggs. If you haven't guessed in the front, we are just running Demi-Marumon. It's the best egg. You can run the structured deck, Narumon, I believe, but we're not running a bunch of level 3s, so even though it's considered a tempo deck, you can come out guns blazing, or you can be controlling. The Demis, I just found it's just a whole lot better. Sometimes you just want your stack to go so you can get stuff out of the graveyard, and Narumon doesn't really do that. So just the 4 eggs, nothing too special. On deletion, draw a card, discard a card. That's it for eggs. Let's hop into a level 3. Alright, for level 3s, we are running 6 cards. They're all form of floodgates. Gazimon here because your opponents can't gain memory. Everyone just loves, as a player, love Gazi. As your opponent, they always hate them. So you just gotta have them. And then for the Reaper matchup, to make it even more free, we have our Psychmons. Also with Beelstar too. Card's just really too good. Unless you're running to the classic Luco Serrano Reaper list, you're just afraid of Starmons. But you get multiple copies down, they play one, and you just play another one afterwards with calling, just really send them back, and then you just get your clock going. But that's it for level 3s, nothing too special like that. Let's get to our level 4s. Alright, for our level 4s, this is Crucial. Need to have it. Gatomon. Gotta play with 4, reveal the top 3 cards you deck, and add 1 yellow and 1 purple. Obviously, we have our level 4 lineup here is all hybrid colors of the 2, and then we do have a level 5 that's also, you can't guess what that would be, it's also 2-colored. And then when Digivolving, if it's got Archangel and Fall Angel, reduced the cost by 2. Honestly, my private server, sometimes people still miss this and they just gun it up, so does come up. Up next, we have our Singular Minku. We'll move that up a little bit because I got the glare. I did have this at 2. Put it at the 1. Not sure if I want to actually keep this, but sometimes it does come up when hitting out of security. And I have my purple, what's her name? Miri? Miko, sorry, yeah, that's her name. Having about 3 out, because we are running 3, and this comes out of security, boom, King Free Memory, is kind of huge. So I may bump it back up to 2. I've been fighting back and forth. And the inheritable on deletion, if you have 2 more colors, gain 2 memory. So it does come up, but we bumped the number of this instead. This was at 1, I had this at 2, so you can do however you like. I'd like this at 2 because, Flame Hellside target, and then we have Ophanimon, so we want to try to ditch it as quick as possible because as Ophanimon is dealing 2 damage, we kind of do want it to die at some point, and then just, you can swing 2 damage, get this for free, get 3 checks in, so this is what it is. This will be it for a level 4 lineup. Let's get to a level 5s. Alright, for level 5s, we are maxing out of the Structured Deck 10 Angiwomon. There's also a 6k Flame Hellside target, and on play for 6 to give 1 of your opponent's Digimon -2 security. Pretty boss, I like it. Heritable is where it's at, whereas as long as you have a purple Digimon in play, it gains +1 security. So that's where the tempo comes in. Where if you get your Gatomon play out, your opponent doesn't deal with it or doesn't want to, is more focused on security. You slap this on there, and then you slap this pretty little lady out there as well. Give a -1 security and recover 1 for 0. She's 8k, so she can swing for 2 checks. And then you go up to Ophanimon, get another recovery, or it's still your turn out there, you swing with her, and all that fun stuff. Next up for level 7s, this is where the spice comes in. Neo Devimon. Not a lot of people play this, and I wasn't a fan of it back then. When even with BT-07, with everyone playing hybrids, that's what it is. But now, with Cool Boy running around rampant, they're tapping, gaining a lot of memory. Even if they're playing it on their turn, they're thinking like, oh, it's just 2 memory, it's fine. And then you forget this is out there, you gain 3 memory. So that Cool Boy's a 5 cost, you know. Davis's are 7. It's awesome. It feels great. I've had it come up when had Ronaldo plays, you know, his Cool Boy, and then it's like, okay, pass turn. He's like, what? And also, too, for the inheritability, and it's not a once per turn, so they got multiple Cool Boys out, and it's like, oh yeah, I got 3 out. Digivolve on a Greymon for 0. It's like, yeah, I know, you just move that counter right back over. All they're doing is drawing 3 cards, so it feels great. And then, lastly, for our level 5s, we have the Make Crack Vicious mode. It is because sometimes we just need, we are playing the Ophanimon DNA, so sometimes we just have all yellow and we only have the 1 purple. So I threw these 2 in. It's also a Flame Hellstaff target. You can just get rid of, you know, level 3 out there. There's 2 of them. You just blow 2 up. Reaper 2, they got a bunch of, you know, bubbles out there or pendulum feats, and it's your turn. You can just snipe 2. Easy peasy. That is it for level 5s. Let's get to our level 6s. Alright, if you haven't guessed it for the title of the video, we're running a whole set of the Ophanimon fold-down mode. I really wish these were alt arts because they're really pretty. When digivolving, it's for 4. If you got a purple in the source, you may delete one of your opponent's level 4 or lower, and then if you have that yellow, recover 1. Literally, probably 100% of the time, you're doing both. I mean, sometimes it's just Digimon next to anybody and her, so you're getting the recovery. You're either doing one or the other. Speaking of, we have 1 OG Mass Day. I did have this at 2. We're trying it at 1 now. This is pretty much a closing out level 6 for 4 memory, keeping your turn. Trash security from both sides. So they got 1 left or 2 left. You got this. Blackout for game or whatever. It works. Then we have a new Mass Day, running this at 2. We had this at 1, bumping up at 2. I like it. I mean, I really didn't like it at 1. Sorry, I like it at 2. Didn't like it at 1. So we're bumping up at 2. We can still make it work. So we have our Make Cracks and all the level 5s. Sometimes we just need to like just blow things up and we don't have Flame Hell sights. So this does it. You can also get the big stack going. So it could be a 13 beat stick for security +2 or +1. Sorry. And then finally, for our level 7s, what I'm running differently than everyone else, we have our Omnimon Zort defeats. I'm actually loving this over the alt art. I like this because it pops Tamers, it pops Digimon, and it comes out of security. Some people, you're just preference. If you like the actual Omnimon Zort for 6, you know, trash 3 things and get 2 Digimon out, that's cool. It does come up if it's your turn still. You make a strong play of that. Only issue is, so like, I like this coming out of security. I like drawing it. It's for 3, so you can swing with this or even this. You know, get your checks in, and then just go up to 3 and kill a tamer. And then they crack this back for some reason. They want it to stack anymore. You're obviously blowing up one of their things too. And even for, you know, the Reaper matchups, you can have this. You can just slam into one of their suspended Digimon, call it, and then get rid of the Gatekeeper, and then these are back online with the inheritable effect. That is it for all of our Digimon. Let's get into our Tamers. Alright, for our Tamers, we have our lovely Miku's over here. I think I said her name right, not really entirely sure. I actually can't wait for BT-11 when her XR version comes out for 5. Does a lot of things. You love her, you hate her, I'm loving her. We have our on play here, reveal top 3 cards. It is a May trigger, so you're not entitled to do it if you need to. If you're about to deck out, this deck can deck out. Add 1 purple or yellow Digimon from among them, and then trash the rest. Yes, there are still people out there, and sometimes I've done it once or twice, where I put them in the bottom, and I've gotten yelled for it. Then all turns, so this is where you can customize this for our lovely other level 4. So if you want to play 1 or 2 more of these, you can, because when any purple yellow Digimon coming to the battlefield, on your side you gain 1 memory. So I had it one time, and even with Ophanimon it can trigger it too. It just extends your plays. That way you can get this back on from this, gain memory, go right back to the Digimon Ophani. And, you know, obviously you can't tag, but it'd be awesome if you could. And then after that we have our Karis. You can It's just good. It's just good. Also, it's a yellow tamer, so if we have no eggs here on the side, we need purple, yellow. There they all are. It is also a memory setter, so you can run TK. I probably wouldn't recommend it if you really love TK, because I've had it once or twice, 3 times actually. Hit look into security, and it's like win rate, purple, purple, and more purple. So it feels bad. So that's why we run the car right here, because we can gain memory, gain a security, tapper. You got 2 out. It's just +2 to your memory count. So that's it for our tamers. Let's get to our options. Alright, the last bit of the deck, we have our most powerful spells options. We have our Flame Hell Scythe maxed out to 4. I just recommend playing this at 4. Do you want to play at 3? I really think 4 is just the way to go. It's just too powerful to pass up to not max out. For 6, when your opponent's Digimon gets next 6, that's, most of the time deleting a lot of things, and you may just play 1 purple or yellow Digimon with 6,000 or less from your grave to the battlefield. Anguimon to come out, give neck to some. You got Gatomon, you have Maycracked, and you can possibly ditch something, give some 9,000. So they're above the 6,000. They're like 7 or 8. You can give them 9,000, kill them that way, and then you can pop a level 3 afterwards. So there's a whole lot this card can do. So maxing out at 4 is just the way to go. When I wouldn't max out the 4, you can keep it 3 or 2, is this card right here. It is a blessing and a curse at the same time. If it's in your security, awesome. If you're drawing all 3 of these, you want to just shake your opponent's hand, just go to the next game, because it sucks drawing all this. I mean, sometimes you're really playing the control part, because like I said, this is a tempo deck. So you could be the aggressor, or you can sit back and just control the board. You're drawing these, just passing turns, just bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye, bye. I'm not getting to that. Alright, up next we have our callings. A lot of people are crying that this card's just broken. I mean, it is, but I don't think it needs a restriction. Because you don't see a lot of decks like actually topping because of this card. But for 1, you can delete one of your Digimon and return 2 purple Digimon cards from your trash to hand. So it's really good for, you need Ophanimon back, you need Mastimon back, any of your other, even your purple hybrid yellow cards. Get a singular copy of Reinforced Members because we're actually running Zort Defeat. So this is another reason why I'm running Zort Defeat over Zort, because putting in there with this is always, I literally laugh all the time. So you see Zort and then see something else. I had one time, and I told Taylor about this, she had Chaos and Zort, and she literally had to choose which one to go put in. It's a hard decision at that point, but you can figure it out from there, whatever the situation may be. And then lastly, we have our win rates. There are 2 here. Sorry, let's move that in a little bit. Gotta have a tamer on the field in order to play it, because we have no white outside of any of our stuff. Next time you would Digimon with Digivolve, you may trash 1 Digimon, doesn't matter what color it is. Obviously we have purple and yellow. And then reduce its devolution cost by 4. So if you need to extend that play against the Ophanimon, or you need that level 5 to go in so you can swing 2 for game, this card's awesome. Add it to your hand if it's in the security. If you trash it off Miko, that sucks, but that's why we're running 2. I had it at 1 at one point, and then when that happened, damn, I really need another one. So that's why we bumped it to 2. That is it for the deck. Up next here, I will have some honorable mentions that could be in the deck that I'll showcase out. I would have it out here, but there's just a glare. So next clipping would be that, and then we'll show up some combos. So let's get right to that. Alright, honorable mentions you can run in this deck. I've run all possibilities. You can run this Anguimon. If you don't want all 4 of these, you can mix them however you want, even just running a singular copy of this or 2. When Digivolving, if you have 3 less security, you can trigger recovery 1. So a cute combo you can do with this, if you have Gatomon, go into her for 1, recover 1, go into her for 0, recover 1, and then Ophanimon here, blow a level 4 lower up, and then recover 1. So you're going from 3 to 6. That's a cute combo you can do. After that, if you do run multiple copies of this, you really can't do it anymore until you get back down to level to security 3, and then you can do this whole combo up again. That's one thing you can do. The only issue is she's 7, so you can't Flame Hell Scythe this. The only way you can pretty much get it back is if you go up to your Mastimon here, DNA, you can put it in there, and then get it back on the field, but it still feels bad because you get no on-play effect, whatever. So that'd be the only way to get it back, and then you can do this again. Another cute combo you can do also with the Gallimon, I'll show here before other mentions. If you don't have any of the Angie's or X Antibody, you can go up to Neo Debbie for one, because it is a falling angel, believe it or not. And then you can go right up into your Ophanimon here, recover one, because you have a yellow, and then you can still blow something out. And somehow you hit one, whatever, it sits on the field. You have the inheritability effect here now, so they got their multiple cool boys out there, or their Nokias. You're gaining one memory from that, so that's just something else you can do too. Now back to our mentions, we have our Avenge Kid and Juno loop, along with the Ophani loop itself. Have all your options, graveyard you're about to deck out. Also, this is pretty much where if you're playing a lot of like very aggro, or actually no, not aggro, if it's really like control heavy and you're sitting there about to deck out, because you do a lot of Digivolving and recovering. Same thing with Setcon, of course. They're also going to run this too, so it's you can just run the game forever. But if they're not Setcon, it's something like this, and you have this over them, you can use that. It gets all your options out for free. Kill the Three Musketeers, so you know there's that for the Three Musketeer matchup, and 8,000 DP. I have done one time, and you're not going to get it. I just got lucky. I had a lot of memory. I Flame Health's target, bringing it down to 8, and then playing this, and then killing it afterwards. So there is that scenario. And then Juno, reason why you have it is because you Digivolve, you trash 3 cards, and you get a Digimon back. Hit this in security. The only way you can get it back is this. You bring this back. Shuffle up your options. Make sure your calling is on the top, so you have a way to. If this gets deleted, you can delete this, get this back, and then you Digivolve and get this back, and you start over again. And then lastly, we have our Lucimon. You can play this too. This probably will take the spots for Maycrack. So now, basically, if you want a DNA up to Mass Day, you have a solid purple and a solid yellow you need. You can probably fit one of these in and still have a Maycrack. I may actually probably do that just so I can get that combo off with Mastaymon, so I can at least blow up 2 things with this blowing up a level 6 Digimon if it's not protected by anything. Or you can just kill a Tamer and a Digimon. Whatever works. But this will do it for the video. Love to hear your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. Also, don't forget to visit us on the pro site, www.geeklegiongames.com. It'll be right up in the description. All these cards up here, I mean, I have some, before they go off the shelves when we do start up on Monday early in the morning. So if you see a couple of things you need from here, get them real quick before they fly off the shelves. That is everything. I hope you also hit the like and subscribe button too, and don't forget to geek on. We'll see you guys next time.